Well, everybody's been asking, so I guess we might as well deliver on what they've been asking for. I guess they would call this tree service truck tours or something like that. Come on, I'll show you what it's all about. Truck is super dirty. We've kind of slowly just added and subtracted and changed and stuff like that. That way we had a truck that was as versatile as possible, didn't have to bring as much equipment and things to the job site because we have a relatively smaller crew, so I didn't want to have a million trucks because I hadn't need to have a million guys. Our whole entire goal was just to bring 2 trucks. This truck towing a piece of machinery, and then the chipper and the chip truck go to a job. Slowly we've added a log truck and stuff like that. But we started out doing this way, so that way we could have all of our gear to do any job possible in this truck. But let's go show you what it's all about. One of the reasons why we went with a GMC is I'm a relatively short guy, and the steps are super nice. First we had a 6-foot bed. We increased to an 8-foot bed, so that way we had a little bit more space because things just slowly accumulate more and more. We have to throw a bunch of stuff in this for a job this afternoon that's not tree service related, and having it so that way you can add those little pieces of gear without compromising, be able to get into the bed is super nice. A link for all this stuff is going to be in the description below where you can buy this kind of stuff, so you'll be able to see what it's all about. Backpack blowers, those were always in the bed, always right in the way, so we ended up just seeing these backpack blower holders. These guys have a tendency to shake, rattle, and roll a lot, and it will end up cracking the side of the bed, so we ended up having to make little extra support brackets to hold them because they're a little bit top heavy when you're going down the road. Foldable collapsible ladder, so I think it goes up to 17 foot from Home Depot. That's sufficient for anything that we really do, because anything that's above that, you throw a saddle on, you climb right up the tree, and you don't have to worry about it. But if I have one of the really big tall trees or really big around trees, it makes it so I can get up, put a lanyard in much easier than having to really fight to go up a weird buttress or a weird shaped piece of it. We always had chainsaws at first were in or on top of the box, but as you start accumulating more and more of them, having a space to put them is pretty key. They have a tendency to drip bar and chain oil, so the bed's never gonna rust out. Sometimes it tends to be a little slippery, so when you do bed liner, have them be as rough as possible, so that way it gives you that traction. And one thing you're gonna watch for is when you're going in a client's driveway and there's a low underpass or there's a branch or something like that, you'll want to rub on the saws or whatever. But if you're not going in Mach 9, a lot of times you'd be pretty good. The box up top is just a regular job box that is on top of a transfer tank we made, because we're always having skid steers and excavators and stuff like that, and being able to put some off-road in them is a lot cheaper than taking that machine to the gas station to fill up or bring cans. It's a pain in the ass. All of our electric saws and climbing gear, lowering gear and stuff is in the box. It's always a work in progress, but all your electric saws, all of the wedge bags, the stuff that you need to do your tree work is inside this box right here. Climber bag, you name it. I'm not going to pull it all out. You've seen it all. We're going to do a gear review video, so we'll slowly start picking away at some of the stuff that we have in here. Signs and stuff, super easy to grab right off to the side. Don't have to get into the bed of the truck to grab them out. Usually it has some cones there. Bar and chain and gas live right there, so that way you can be outside of the truck, grab them, fill the saw up, and keep trucking. That's basically the outside of the outside. Is pretty self-explanatory. Inside, it's well lived in, and this is where you have your Senas, you have your gear that really can't get wet. Made a cool little bins and stuff to hold things. Your helmet storage rack is inside there, and little man seats in there as well. So that's basically it. Have a power inverter, so that way all of our Senas get charged, because it's 110. This one didn't come with the option, or we didn't get the option for having a 110 outlet, so we just put an inverter in, which is actually a little bit nicer because they can handle a little bit more depending on the size of the inverter they can put in. CB radio, super handy. I don't think we could live without it. Without going to a job, you explain it to the guys before we even get there. You look really seamless, and the job really flows much better when you get the right setup we're gonna bring you along with the newer truck. We have basically the same exact thing, but we're doing a service body on this one. So then that way we can get some of the gear out of the cab, because that cab always gets cluttered with stuff that can't get wet. And if you go to a job that you don't need the chip truck or whatever, and you need more of a people mover, it's a pain having to shuffle stuff back and forth. Plus, when you get a family, if you gotta go pick up a kid or whatever, you can't do that too well. Throw those comments down below. We'll update this, and we'll do a vlog of us retrofitting the new truck as well, so that way you can see what's working. And we're gonna really pick over this truck and see what worked, what didn't work. But this is just a basic overview, so let us know what you think. Like, subscribe. You guys know all the deal on that, guys. And thanks for the members, for all those that are supporting this channel. You keep it so that way we can keep doing these videos and putting them out there, so that way we can help you guys grow your business and expand your knowledge, and make it so that way you're more of a productive tree guy as well. But happy cutting, guys. Take care.